Uh,
A second. There we go. All
oh.
right, so basically, we're starting our stream with me in the Rio seat of the F-14 at the John Cena. That's what we call it anyway. The Lightning's trying to,
John C. Stennis.
yeah, we just
But
call it the John
I
Cena.
just see John C. and my brain just autofills to John Cena.
John Cena. And so yeah, we're just this is kind of a semi blast cast to a degree. Um, Basically, what we're doing is, let me scroll this on. I'm using the new beta chat thing, so I don't know how this is going to work.
Oh, I'm sure it's going to work amazing.
Yeah. Anyway, so
Don't worry, your pilot is paying attention.
I'm stuck on
time.
I'm basically working a 9-day stretch right now, and I'm at work 11 to 12 hours a day. So normally tonight I would be editing a blast cast, but the thing is that because of that fact that I work nights and I'm working overnight, there's no way to do a blast cast. So I want to cover a couple pieces of Star Citizen news while my cell phone goes off and annoys the hell out of me during a stream. Yes, I got email. Great, humble bundle. Okay, so a couple things I wanted to cover real quick. I did watch the what used to be formerly known as Reverse the Verse last night, and there was a couple points in there. It's not an hour long. A lot of the information there was stuff that we have heard or similar to other things we've heard before. And my Zoom doesn't work in the back seat. Huh, that's annoying.
It probably does. It's probably just mapped wrong or something.
Oh, there we go. That was weird. Okay. Anyway, let me scroll my chat off to the right here. Oh, there's Naibia. Hey. Yeah, no, America has enough aircraft carriers to call one that. Yeah, definitely John Cena. But there was a couple good points in there. One of them is that they kind of admitted that, yes, some of the cockpit views are not very good. And I totally agree with that.
This is fine. Everything's fine here.
The other one is that, yeah, everything's fine. Oh, Lord.
Nope.
Whoa! Okay, anyway.
At least I touched the deck this time.
That's true. Oh my gosh. This is from back here. That was nightmarish. Okay, so.
You're welcome.
So the other one was that they're talking about some of the lower turrets. They're thinking of redesigning potentially. This is not in stone. To work the same way as the Valkyrie, which I would love because the Valkyrie's got an amazing lower turret. And I think everything's fine.
Here.
Yeah.
How are you?
And the last one, which was as far as important information and an hour long to me, was that rear turret in the Freelancer. Those arms that stick down, that get in the way of loading vehicles and things. Those are supposed to retract up inside the hull. They just don't do it yet. So yay, because my Freelancer Max, I can't get an Ursa Rover or anything back there, and that's been one of my big complaints is why are these two arms like in the way of everything? So if they can resolve that issue, that makes my Freelancer Max like so much cooler. So I mean, the rest of it's an okay video. It's more the talking about the process. It's not really, you don't really need to invest an hour into it, honestly, if you've seen a lot of the previous shows. But the big thing I want to kind of address today, and I can't go into a lot of details because of NDA, Evocati, but there's been a lot of information leaked out there, and obviously it's even in the general forums talking about, microtransactions, especially dealing with the cosmetics. Let's see here. Yeah, yeah, you can't use the turret when it's got full cargo. I'm going to automate that turret on that Freelancer. That's.
It's just not a very well thought out design.
No, it's not. I just want that thing to pew a little extra damage. But talking about I guess I can take my feet off the rudders. Oh, that feels nice. So microtransactions as far as charging for cosmetics. Now, I won't go into any of the pricing or anything that's currently listed in Evocati, obviously, and once again, NDA. But the whole concept and the knowledge of it is already out there. If you really want to know, I'm sure that someone out there on Reddit has probably done it, but I'm not gonna jump on that bandwagon. The thing about microtransactions, while I'm not a fan of loot boxes because it's gambling, I don't have a problem with paying for directly what you're getting. The issue I have, if anything, is where they have to be careful is in the actual pricing of the cosmetics. Not only because there's a certain point where you lose money by charging too much. Like, for example, if I was to give a price on, like, out of the top of my head, what I would pay for a paint job, 50 cents, $1 for a ship paint job would be like what I would consider reasonable. Those kind of things. But if they were going to charge, say, let's just throw a number out there, $15 to paint your ship with a special paint job, I would never buy it. I think with the amount of ships that Star Citizen has, and the ship is empty, why isn't he defending? Exactly. The amount of ships that are out there, I understand why CIG is taking this route to a degree, because if you've been watching the ship sales, they've been stagnating. And mostly because I think at this point in time, we all have a vast amount of ships. I mean, I have over 40 ships. And, here we go. Go Lightning, it's your birthday, or we die. It's going to be like that angry video game nerd episode. Ass! I was like, go on. Oh, gosh.
Damn it.
All right, so that's all right. This is a practice thing. I was afraid you were gonna hit the tower in that.
Nah, it's fine. Everything's fine.
And of course, anything that they've listed, will be available to be purchased in game. So there's that side of the argument that you really don't need to do any of these purchases for. I would imagine, from the amount of ships that I have, that I would most likely always just get them in game, because I don't really see the need to. I need the power glove, absolutely. Lightning had the power glove, he could land this thing like right off the bat.
I need to power something.
Blofeld's here. Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, I don't know who that is. So
That's a Bond villain, but.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But anyway, microtransactions. Like if it's cosmetics, say like it's rinky-dink things like the blankets on your bed, fine, 50 cents. Let's keep it simple. If these charges are really low, you could say like you have to have a minimum purchase amount or whatever, or you could have credit on the store that it comes off of. Like you just buy UEC. Or not UEC, but buy credits through, like the gift cards thing. I have $20 on my account.
Cards.
Yeah, and you're just subtracting from that.
Some people can't buy things that way.
Well, I mean, you can get money on you can get UEC. Like it would take it out of your UEC pool, like without actually like doing a direct credit card purchase or something for the individual item,
But I mean, like legit, there are people in some countries that they don't buy on credit cards. They go to a store and get a prepaid card thing, so having that option would help in other countries as well. Is there the fuel sit back here? I don't ever sit back here. There should be a fuel thing back there.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, we have 3,500 pounds of fuel. Okay.
Yeah, it's fun, enough. I mean, we had, twice that when I first started trying this, but it's fine.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll be great. As I'm watching the fuel counter slowly roll down. I love this plane. I also pre-ordered the F-16 because it's the F-16. I don't really need to explain that any further, do I? It's the F-16. That's good enough. It's one of my top. It's probably my favorite solo plane, and definitely the air-to-air fighter that I really want. But gosh, I love the F-14 too. It's the amount of fuel. Well, it just shows pounds. It's 3,400 pounds is all I have back here. It doesn't show me the.
That's all it is.
Are you trying to roll your way in?
I'm trying to bleed off speed because we're going too fast.
Oh gosh, this is gonna end bad.
Whatever. Nah, it's fine. A little bit of rudder. Oh
gosh,
that's how things work.
That's a tower. gonna buzz the tower. Yeah, go Maverick. Okay. Just take it nice and easy. You got time. You got time. It's a big ocean. Lots of places to not land. But for example, like the coffee makers, 50 cents, or all that, or whatever can go in them. I don't know. I just don't want to see them. Not only if you overcharge, you're going to lose money because like with over 40 ships, it's prohibitively expensive for me to modify the ships if they even go up to a certain amount. Like there's one ship I would probably pay for, and that's a 600i. If they had a 600i with a better layout, I would probably buy that like without a question asked. But their concern is like if there's weapons and components and stuff that you're dealing with these these changes, these upgrades. In some degrees, it can incentivize CIG to equip ships with terrible equipment. It's like, well, this stuff's garbage, or this is a really unoptimal loadout. So if you want, just go ahead and pay us a little bit more, get weapons that work. Oh. Yeah. Well, we're weird in America. We say things differently. That's
America.
Exactly. We don't even try to land normally because that's.
Hey, that was the perfect landing attempt. You know it.
Oh my gosh. Are you sure about that? Yeah, I mean, like you talk about a paint pack or something for Origin ships and stuff. Yeah, I could see having like, early on, you could pledge like, we've got your back, skins and stuff like that. What I'm wondering about is like, there's like one that is supposed to let you change the skins on the fly, which I also have that one. That's from way back early on, and you can still get it, I think. Like, how are those going to apply with these new things? Are they universal? I mean, they should be. That's the way they were described. But I mean, I remember the Electro Hull skin or whatever was supposed to be able to change your paint like mid-flight. So is that like something that's unlocked on your account, and then you buy multiple paint jobs? You can just switch. I mean, obviously, it wouldn't be implemented at this moment because everything would just be getting off the ground, just getting the system to work. But you're in space, and suddenly your ship is blue, and you change it to white or something. I mean, I don't know how that's going to work. Exactly. I was going to mention that, Blofeld. Yes, there was a difference in change in pronunciation of words, in particular due to wanting to differentiate themselves from England. Thank you for pointing that out. Yeah, that was actually something something that I was aware of, but I wasn't 100% sure of it, so I didn't want to like say it. But I'm glad you confirmed that. Yeah, that was definitely one of the things. It's kind of a language rebellion. All right, has he got it? Has he got it? Oh, that was closer. Driving on the wrong side. Oh, come on! Like cars weren't around back then. Don't tell me that. It's like, oh, I know what we'll do. We'll go ahead and we'll have a revolution, and then we'll invent cars, and then we'll drive on the wrong side of the road. That's not how that works. That's not how that works at all. We didn't create America to create wrong side driving. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's kind of, yeah. Okay.
That's a faster turnaround.
Yeah, that was memorable. That was memorable. Horses and carts need to pass. No, they don't. It's America. The guy gets in your way, you shoot his horse, and you laugh at him as you go past him.
What is this, Red Dead Redemption now?
Yeah, exactly. Red Dead Redemption is a real life thing. It's a true thing. So I mean, like, I know there's only a couple of people in chat, which is fine because we're not the biggest channel in the world, But what are your guys? Have you guys read anything on Reddit or anything like that? Do you have any thoughts about the whole cosmetic thing? Because personally speaking, the price point to me is not only the issue with you sell more if you charge less, but the issue that if they go too nuts, I mean, you can already imagine the Jim Sterling and etc. kind of videos out there that will just rail more on Star Citizen, like, oh, the game's not even out yet and they're charging blah 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 for for all this stuff, and it's just it's a dangerous ground for PR as well. Well, the American cars are so large is because we're not allowed to drive tanks on the road. It's the closest thing we can get. If we could own and drive a tank, I'm sure that a lot of
You
Americans
can
would.
own a tank.
But you can't drive it on the highway. So the
Well,
closest thing you can get is a Hummer or an SUV or something. So that's we gotta make do. But yeah, there would be a lot of tanks in the road if that. That would be good. Yeah, yeah, they already do it. They already do assume. You're right. Everyone outside of Star Citizen does assume that these microtransactions exist. They don't understand the concept of pledging versus those kind of, they think you have to buy every ship in the game outside of the game, and that's a lot of
it's not
misconceptions
the
on Star Citizen.
truth.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's the thing. As I said, I think if you look at the last several ship sales, they've been even the motorcycle. Uh, the sales haven't brought in what you would imagine that they would, even at the price point. Like the Corsair, right? The Corsair was basically there. It is. The Aquila with more firepower, and yet oddly cheaper. And it was a good price point, and I think that ship sold pretty well. But even then, if it was a year ago, that ship would have probably sold way more. So I really think
Buyer burnout.
yeah, exactly. I think they're looking at it as like, there's like 10 million ships out there. So if we can sell cosmetics on even 5% of those, then that'll be a huge spike in income.
Yeah, eventually we won't have any more tries.
Yeah, and Nabi, if it is, if as you're saying there, you're hoping that it won't be you're expecting a $5 per skin price point. If it's that much, I would probably never buy a skin ever. To be honest with you, that's too much. $1, sure. $5, no.
It depends on the ship.
Yeah, I can see like $1 for a base paint, $1.50 for a specialized paint. Maybe like something like, oh, it's got flames and metallic or whatever, and it sparkles, or in the sunlight you can.
Like a vampire.
Like a vampire. So if it, I could see those kind of differentiations. But if it's something like $5, $10, or what, even if it's $3, I wouldn't buy it. It'd just be. All right, we're gonna see here. Oh gosh, I'm always so nerve-wracked when you're doing this.
Oh, come on!
Whoa! The thing is, right before the stream started, by the way, I landed by F-14.
First
try, one wire too. I smacked it right at the just clean. And he's been up here ever since. I jumped in the back of his airplane to clear the runway. Oh, wow, we're at 1,700 pounds of fuel. Yeah, we're doing okay. If not, our thirst will be resolved. Let's see here. Let me check the chat here real quick. Yeah, you're right. Generating money, one of the best things would be to flesh out the gameplay of existing ships. We're talking about gameplay loops. That's one of the things that will sell Star Citizen. The more gameplay loops they get online, whether it's dynamically generated missions or it's ship functionality coming online, those kind of things will advertise the game in and of itself. And also, my gosh, oh crap. All right. That's a little low there, dude.
Yep.
Little low. Okay.
We're gonna land on the water. Water's a hard surface, right?
It can be. Depends on the angle you hit. Most people jumping off a high dive that don't get kind of tucked very well, they'll agree that water is a hard surface. But yeah, I mean, like when a ship functionality comes out, and they sell that ship again, it's like, hey, look, salvage is online and the Vulture's out. You'll sell ships right then and there, absolutely. But having the ability to play online with your friends for hours and hours and having interesting random things happen or dynamic missions will also sell the game. I really feel, especially like they add in those tunnels. I love those tunnels. I can't give praise enough for those tunnels. That's gonna be amazing.
And the stream's not even seen it from my perspective. I mean, I'm like that last one. I was like aiming right at the butt of the carrier. I mean, it looked like we were gonna smash right into it.
Yeah, it really did. Yeah, the sales would always trickle down. I mean, they would always trickle out. You're right. I mean, as you hit a saturation point with anything, right? Whether you're playing Call of Duty and there's a map pack or anything like that. I mean, eventually everyone's like, yeah. It's the fifth map pack. I'm done. I got enough maps. Unless it's Halo 2, then buy more maps. I loved Halo 2. Yeah, yeah, Blofeld. The PR is Star Citizen has been in a PR battle since the start. Not only because of the fact that there's, I can't entirely figure out where the haters come from. Yeah, you've got Derek Smart kind of crowd, and Derek Smart is gonna hate on Chris Roberts.
Is he even relevant anymore?
No, he's not. But he would stir up a storm about anything Chris. If Chris Roberts made a #2 pencil company, he would criticize the pencils. He just hates Chris Roberts. It doesn't really matter. So there's that side of it. And you've got the AAA industry, and I honestly think this has a lot to do with the threat to the AAA industry. And yeah, there's honest critiques to be made, but I mean, you look at games, and I do like the term that one of the people I subscribe to.
What?
Oh guys!
I just gave up at that point. I drove over. We drove over them.
Mission complete.
Was the tail hook not down?
I don't know. Respawn.
Oh god, freaking so loud.
Respawn.
You have to get out of the damn plane.
Oh, okay. A second. Select roll. Spectators. There you go. Okay, go for it. There we go.
Bull crap.
Yeah. Press F to pay respects.
I call shenanigans on that because I drove over all 4 of those lines and the hook didn't catch. I wasn't trying anymore.
On the upside, we have fuel again.
Yeah, fuel. That's
but no, I think the AAA industry is. I think Star Citizen in some way has been a threat to. If they do it right, there's a lot of innovation that's going to happen with Star Citizen that shows how stagnant the AAA industry has become. You have mainstream games journalism who absolutely despises anything that's outside of the mainstream. Then you have the clickbait people who will, make a video that's, to get the revenue, like when that terrible Forbes article came out, like I didn't make a video on it. I wouldn't do it. I wasn't going to give them the time of day. I'm not gonna go ahead. The article was crap. The attack.
I was almost at stall speed at that point.
Yeah, the attacks on Sandy were completely A, not even relevant to the article. B, leave her alone. I mean, it's so frustrating. It's just like, ugh. And it's just like, why does everyone keep hating on her? I don't get it. And so I'm just like, well, I'm not even gonna turn that into a show because it's there's a lot of channels out there doing it, and that's fine. They can do that, but I was just like, no, that's not worth my time. Yeah, eventually all the whales' spouses say no more. Me and the kids are gone, buddy, and you're left with small sales only. Yeah, that's true. Maybe that's maybe if I had kids and a spouse, that I would probably have less ships, but I could definitely see that. Yeah, well, landing is tough. I mean, DCS is hard. I mean, it's a hard game to begin with, but carrier landing is takes a lot of practice.
I got like 5 screens I need to watch.
Yeah.
And the F-14 is like super manual. Or like if you're doing the 18, there's a little screen that pops up and says, "Put the cursor here," and then it basically just lands itself.
Yeah. So
we just started.
Yeah. So the when I think about Star Citizen, one of the reasons I look at the F-14 as a good model, and you could maybe even go slightly before that. Like Chris Roberts has talked about World War II in space. Now, to me, I look at it as, because you got missiles and you got countermeasures and stuff. maybe the 1970s, 1980s in space might be better, appropriate. Like, if you wanted to model it after a tech type, just because of the fact you've already thrown in missiles, radar, countermeasures, and if you want to keep it low tech in that environment, as far as keeping things close, then that would be the time period that I would probably closer describe it to what they should be looking at. And that gives a decent amount of speed too for people who want that kind of thing. Yeah, you're right about the, but when Star Citizen started, it was, that mobile gaming. You're saying here that well, Star Wars is based off of World War II. They very rarely use missiles. They're more of the World War II type model.
Their missiles are very close range.
Yeah, or they're made to shoot down ports only 2 meters wide.
Bombs.
So, talking about Star Citizen, you don't think it's a threat to AAA industry. AAA publishing studios get the most money from mobile games now. That's now though. When the mobile wasn't as big as it is boomed up to be in the Vietnam and space, exactly. It's not as big as it was then. I mean, it's bigger right now. Do you not all have phones? Come on. So, but you're right. I mean, but I think there's a lot of ill will that's carried forward since that point. I mean, look at the AAA industry. They got pissed off that some no-name, non-existent studio made hundreds of millions of dollars without going through the system, without having the gatekeepers. And I think you see a lot of that, with social media and things like that. There's a lot of you're going outside of the normal. Like for example, I love there's a singer, Peter Hollins, also Mulaka on YouTube, right? They're fantastic. Love their stuff. They don't have publishers, right? They're self-published. They just make good music. They put it out there, and they sell their music on iTunes and whatever. Completely bypass the system. And in a large respect, that's what Star Citizen is. It's like, we don't need to go through EA. We don't need to go through whatever. We're going to bypass the system. And if that's a trend that takes off, and to some degree, people like Notch with Minecraft, and they were successful at it, but they're I think if the size and scope of Star Citizen is to a large degree, if it fails, then I think it'll hurt Kickstarters and those kind of things big time, because people it'll hurt the reputation of those kind of projects. But the whole idea of people being independent and stepping outside and doing their own thing without the gatekeepers is really scary to the gaming industry. It's scary to the media companies. It's scary to all of them. They lose control. And Star Citizen is a big example of that as far as gaming goes. Well, I don't know if the ragging of Sandy's because of the macho culture in gaming. I just think they don't like her. I mean, maybe it's jealousy. I don't know. But think about it this way. Let me recenter their track IR. There we go. She is an attractive woman. She's smart. She speaks multiple languages. She's done this whole thing. Hey, Lightning, look back.
What about
back, Joe? Hey, there again. Okay. So anyway, though she's been running pretty much as a one woman operation, done an amazing job marketing Star Citizen and getting things up and running. I give her a lot of kudos. She's done an amazing amount, and some people are just going to hate. I mean, I really just feel that way. Some people are just going to hate. Some people just like, you look at them like they're smart, they're funny, they're attractive, they're well off, and you're just like, you didn't win the lotto. So you're not quite as, and there's a lot of hard work goes in. I'm not saying that Sandy won the lotto. I'm saying that she had a lot of talents, and then she not only had the means and the will, but she had, the opportunity to apply them and the ability to apply them and the will to apply them. Those things have to come together. And, for me, I'm not a public person. I'm not a kind of guy that goes out to bars or hangs out in parties. It's never been me. I'm doing this channel talk about the issues in Star Citizen and things like that because, while that's way outside my norm, that's will overriding my nature. Like this isn't something I would normally do. Let me check the chat here real quick. You're right. Yeah, modeling World War II is. I think when World War II modeling, it was the idea, the concept that he wanted things to be close, like relatively close, and I can understand that. But one of the ways he has to achieve that, and I still think that the problem is accelerations, not speed. Once again,
That's fine.
it's fine. Yeah. Did you get the one that has? Is this the BVR version? Uh-oh.
Nope.
Oh. Good. You got the Sidewinder version.
Yep.
One second here. Good. Okay. Is that plane in front of us? You go. Oh. Okay.
Yep.
Looks like it's getting spiked.
Oh yeah. Probably by a MiG-31 or something.
Yeah. That's a terrible place for a dash. Was like, yeah, 31. And there's yeah. Oh, he fired? All right. Little distraction here as lightning is going into the danger zone. Oh. Yeah, missiles coming in 3 kilometers. See my flares popping back here. Oh!
Ah!
I think, did you turn too hard? Took the wing off?
I don't know.
Oh, wait, no. Okay.
I think we got hit by the missile.
Yeah. Whee! I'm out of here. Everything is fine. Everything is fine.
I don't think we even shut him down either.
Yeah.
Nah.
Briefing.
Yeah, head on is not usually what you want to do. I was hoping I could hit him before, but that didn't work.
It's all right. It's all right. All right. So anyway, I'm watching those stream in my window. It's like, that's like 15, 20 seconds behind. Yeah, just trim it out. Yeah, no, just trim it out. Oh my gosh, yeah. That's the solution to everything. Just trim it out.
You have to switch out of that seat probably.
Oh, okay. Let's see here. Select roll. Back to spectators. All right,
I have never said I was a good pilot.
No. But this is I wanted him to fly because it's easier for me to think about things with hands free, you know. Why? And we're probably gonna finish up the stream with doing a guns only dogfight, that map that I have, the one that we did a video on earlier, and just to kind of get just get our butts kicked. I haven't played for a while. I've been working so many hours at my job recently. It's just ridiculous. I don't know if it's a lot of hours. But hopefully, since I'm applying to run the whole place and trying to see if I can get that promotion, because anyway, that's another issue.
That paper.
Oh, that would be a nice advancement. Then I could buy a really nice flight, setup. At least as far as flight desk goes or something. Instead of this $20 cheap Walmart balsa wood crap that I've had for like 20 years. I'm serious. I've had this thing since college. It's still holding up, but it's not nice. It's not great. It's not great. I want an actual, like, the kind of thing you sit back, and like an actual flight chair.
As far as the damage goes, I think there's only certain levels of damage states in DCS.
Yeah. Well, they are improving the damage states on like the World War II aircraft, and I think across the board actually, they're doing a lot of little tweaks and whatnot. Let's see here. Yeah, big video lag for the chat. Yeah, I'm seeing that. Yeah, Eric, you're right about the whole thing with Derek Smart's vitriol towards Sandy. It is legendary. I don't understand. I don't understand what he hates about her. What the deal is. Just go tip over a Coke machine and shut the hell up. Because so that guy infuriates me. I one time, and this happened once, so maybe I'm not going to mention the name. I don't want to cause any issue or drama. There was a major guild leader. A major one.
Oh, I know this story.
and he came out. He starts attacking me on the forum, saying that I'm a I'm a Derek Smart supporter. I'm this and that, and I'm just, you know, because we're talking, you know, dealing with the flight issues, and he starts going off on me, and I'm like, dude. And everyone's like, dude, are you okay? It's like, you don't even know. I mean, it was like, and I started sending him links of videos I did where I was ripping into Derek Smart. It's like, you know, the physics one and the one where I make fun of line. I got like 2 making fun of line defense. And I'm like, you know, we're having private messages back and forth and whatnot. But he didn't ever retract the post, which I thought wasn't the best thing in the world. He could have like said, you know, oh, I was wrong. I'm sorry. And then, you know, that would have been the end of it. And it was the end of it anyway.
Never
But,
admit you're wrong. This
yeah,
is the
this is
internet.
the internet. But, you know, it was like, you know, this guy does YouTube as well. So I was just like, you know, whoa. I was honestly expecting an attack video to be put out. Like, I was waiting for it. But it's like, I had liked a video from a YouTuber that he didn't like, or has an issue with. And so it was just like, okay, well, you know, I don't like this guy's videos all the time either, but he had good points on this one, so I thumbed it up. You know, I don't have to agree with somebody all the time. If they're right about something, then, you know, cool. You know, I'm down with that. You know, broken clock and all that. You know, are you trying to land again?
No, we
Okay.
just took off. Why would I do that?
I don't know. Maybe you're masochistic. It's like you try to land with full fuel. You know, it's because to see how chest of shocks. So when my head's turning to the right in a cockpit like this, it's because I'm reading the chat. It's just the nature tracker. I was like, oh, look, I'm looking at chat. So now you know what I'm doing. Let's see here. Yeah, I can angle my mirror and do my makeup.
Yeah, because, you know, he's got to look pretty under that helmet.
Good headbang. It's the little things that amuse us. But the head tracking has worked so well. I mean, like in Star Citizen, you know, like I turn my head in track IR. I remember when I was watching the previews on this plane. They said, oh, it won't. They were doubtful that your head tracking would show your head actually moving like the way it was supposed to. But damn, they nailed it.
Oh shit, we're going the wrong way.
You're flying out into sea.
No, I'm not flying out into sea.
Well, not anymore. You're turning. So yeah, I mean,
well, take a look at what's over there.
Okay. Oh yeah. Okay. I see
it.
Well, kind of. There you go. I'm mostly looking. Okay, so I guess I should try to use the radar or something. I don't fly back here normally.
You don't even need to use the radar. You can see it visually.
I don't fly
it's
back
off
here.
on our like 2 o'clock or something.
What do all these buttons do? Can I push buttons?
Most of them don't do anything for me, I don't think.
So this one says launch.
Yeah, that's the missile override.
Oh, okay. So I probably should push that one a lot. No. Let's see here. Attack mode. Yeah, I need to learn this sometime. This is a lot of stuff.
Do you even have the back seat stick mapped?
I probably don't. You know, I probably click on the stick. I can click on the stick. That'll work. Let's see here. Help me, Hano.
I don't know if Track IR is working in Star Citizen right now. It did, and then it didn't, and maybe it's working again now.
They got rid of the 2D overlay for helmet. Master caution. But now it does work, but your head doesn't actually turn with it. It's really a disconnect. All right, that's enough looking at control. It's not. You know, I should know this by now. It's only like a 465-page manual for this aircraft. I mean, come on. You know, it's simple. I've actually got it on my phone. Actually, here, let me grab my phone. It's the only thing I've downloaded on my files. There we go. DCS.
Well, I have a stream delay so I can't exactly tell you
No,
what's
no, hold
going
on a sec.
on.
I'm opening it. No, sorry. F-14B Tomcat. It's actually 387. I apologize. 387 page instruction manual. I keep this on my phone so I can read it at work because it's 387 pages of instruction manual. Yeah, so there's that. So let me check the forums real quick. This is kind of a watch. If my cell phone starts jacking with a mic, let me know. I don't want that. I don't know if the new ones still do that because my old ones used to do that. And that was very obnoxious. It's that one. The other one. Medium high confidence Star Citizen wants to focus on server OCS and server meshing goes away. It'll improve. Yeah, server side OCS and server meshing are definitely meshing, but primarily server side OCS. It's not 3.6. I think 3.7. They want to add another planet, and they're not going to be able to do that without server side OCS. So I'd imagine that we're going to see that by that point in time, and that's just a guess. But they're already at the stretch breaking limit, and as Rogo had stated in our Discord, and I kind of agree with him, it won't be a huge deal, but customizations will add a little bit more weight to the netcode, which is already kind of strained as it is. I know it's a one-time thing, like you get a marker on a ship, but it just adds a little bit more data that has to be sent through. You know, we're already kind of pushing the limits there.
The problem with Squadron 42 being delayed as much as it is because a lot of the systems to make AI and NPCs and all that work just isn't there.
Oh, wait a minute. That's not general chat. That's Evocati. Once I move off, that's...
Yeah, don't read that one.
I'm not going to read that one. I was like, I'm used to my phone. Like, wait a minute. This stuff doesn't look like general chat. It's like, oh, wait. That's Evocati chat. Don't get into that. All right. Moving over here. Let's check a chat here. Yeah, I think they're smart focusing on Squadron 42 right now, because that is what's going to help sell the PU. If they do really well on it, if they get it down, if they nail it, then you're going to watch the money roll in for ship pledges. After launch, I give give it like I don't know, a week or two, then do like this, let the hype, I mean, I don't know, maybe the same week even. Like, I just have a long sale, like, join Star Citizen now, PU. Here's a package sale or something like that. So people who try 42 can say, wow, there's gonna be an online version of this or something, and then they start grabbing ships that way. 3.5 went on the PTU now. I haven't been awake that long. So let me check. Let me. Yeah. 4 hours ago. You're right. I was asleep at that point in time. Hold on. I'm not happy with the 315p having a forever fixed tractor beam on it, though, because it's kind of obnoxious. Yeah, I'll have to try this a bit later. I wasn't aware of it. Thank you. I don't wake up. First thing I do is run over and check the Star Citizen patch notes. So it was enough effort to get this map set up, its new version, and try to make sure that the airplanes had the right thing, and that it didn't crash. Uh-oh.
This is fine. Don't worry about it.
This does not sound fine.
No, it's totally fine.
I'm trying to move to the right, but the mic is in my face. 10. Okay. Yeah.
No, it's all good. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, having a tractor beam on there where tractors don't do anything is exactly the point. Unless you can grab somebody and then hold them and then jump through quantum drive. This is the F-14. If you wanted to know, Naipa. Oh, wait a minute. I'm just sitting in the Rio seat, being completely useless, because I don't know how to.
Yeah, you don't know how to use the radar to go and
Yeah.
look over
I
on
I'm
or 9 o'clock or anything like that.
I can headbang back here though. I tell you what, that right part of that console blocking, that really blocks the view of the detector. I don't know who designed it. I mean, I know that's the real world plane, but I'm like, I would have slapped the person right in the face who put your early warning indicator partially behind the ridge of a screen. I would have picked about any other location. Seriously. Those ugly rivets come as standard.
Hey, guess what?
Huh. What?
There's a missile.
Well, do you use flares?
I don't know.
Oh,
You're the guy.
I'm the guy? Shit. There's flares back here? That's right, guys. This is... Uh-oh. You get hit?
I don't know. I blacked out.
Alright. Flares. Flare launch. Hold on. I got it. Flip the switches. All the switches. This might do
How about
something.
you try ejecting us because I'm blacked out
Oh.
and it's not affecting you.
There we go. Woo.
The pilot gets blacked out, but the Rio operator, he's totally fine.
Totally fine. Yep. Nice lazy day. Co-pilot's used extracted by a pilot. It starts like worse, minor, small, hard to use. Alright, so I'm going to go back to select role, back out to spectator. There we go.
At least we survived.
We did. We survived.
I wonder if that was a SAM.
I think it
coming
was
from a
too.
tank.
I didn't see any indicators of an aircraft.
Well, the MiG-31 was in front of us.
Yeah.
And the missile that killed us came from our left.
You don't have flares mapped to a button because I have them. I have mapped to a thumb button on the stick.
I don't think I have control of flares as the pilot.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, anyway, there you go. I guess I should take a look and see. I mean, I have flares controlled as a pilot when I'm flying, but maybe that's just the way it's set up for the game.
Well, I mean, go look in controls.
Now we're hunting and pecking through literally hundreds of buttons.
I'm under countermeasures or something. No. So what it is, if I remember correctly, because I think Lex was talking about this, is you have a countermeasure package that you launch.
Yeah.
And mine is 7. I don't know what button that is because I don't have labels on them.
If you press the buttons on your stick, 6 one, eventually it'll highlight the right one. Like when you press buttons when you're in the config, it'll move your thing around to the. Eventually, you hit 7, it'll show up. It'll move the thing down to it. All right, so
That's 5, so not that one. Is 7 this button? Yeah, it is. Okay.
all right, so lightning has flares now, because
That doesn't mean anything.
because I have no idea where the flares are back here.
Bottom right, I think.
You're right. Salvo flares. Huh? Oh, he took off. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Well, you got flares now, so I'm not doing it. All right. Back to what I was trying to do.
There you go, flares.
A little early on that.
That's just testing to make sure it
yeah.
works.
All right. So just checking the forums real quick. Yeah, this is a pretty. There's a good amount of people here talking about the skins, the costs and things like that. There's one thread. So you've really gone with microtransactions for customization. There's still a debate raging on about the PvP slider. I think that we're just gonna be looking at high and low sec areas. I think the slider will probably never come to fruition, which makes sense. I'm fine with high and low sec, you know. Space is big. If you really don't want to meet other players, you're not going to meet other players. I mean, all the players in the game could sit on one planet, and they're not going to bump into one another if they don't want to. It's really that simple. Let alone throwing in vast amounts of space. PvP, you're going to have to look for it in choke points. All right, so... And I don't know, did you guys did you guys get, they're talking about revamping the subscriber program, and I got some feedback, but do you guys understand where I'm coming from? Like, trying to promote like the LTI. I know there's other options that could be done, but LTI is for me what LTI is like if you're spending real world money on a ship. I hate the concept, the fact that I can potentially risk losing something I spent real world money on, and that's why that's what, a lot of regards. That's what's held me back from purchasing. Like I have a Connie Phoenix, that has a 6 months insurance on it, that came with a piano. It's in my buyback area. The only thing that's kept me from buying it back is not being able to LTI it. That's why I melted it in the first place. I would buy that back today if I knew I could get an LTI token on it. That's like what, $300 something? Because I'm crazy. But but the whole point is that like I could see, if I feel that way with having as many ships as I have, I could see a lot of people doing similar things. Well, oh yeah. See, I'm doing I have a zoom. I'm talking about real life. My position. I have a zoom on it. It makes it easier to see. You can zoom in on things. I get really fisheye. This is the default view. Right here. But when I'm trying to look at stuff, I have a slider on the Warthog. It's a gray kind of slider, and lets me kind of get in. I'm running the game on a slightly lower resolution right now because I only have one screen and I'm trying to read your guys' chat on the right. And so I'm only running it in like 1600. So if it looks kind of grainy, that's why and it makes it really hard to read. That's another reason I'm having Lightning Fly, because it's hard to read the instruments with a lower resolution. But, I need to see what you guys are saying. It's just kind of the sacrifice of it.
Insurance is supposed to cover the base ship package.
Yeah, the base ship package.
But that's pretty much it. That's all they've really explained.
Yeah, I think a lot of those details are still in the air. Yeah, the loyalty reward, I mean, that's a huge deal. Like, Elder Scrolls Online, for example, I play that, and they get, I play a lot of other games too, but you have like daily rewards for logging in games. You have like the best rewards are at the end of the month, and or something along those lines, or you could. There's always ways that companies try to incentivize people continuing to come back. What is it? It's trying a little black wiggly thing.
Black wiggly thing.
Yeah, I guess I have no idea what any of this stuff does back here. I haven't done it. I've always let Chester do it. So, yeah, we're coming in on a black set of wiggly things. It looks like a bunch of worms.
There's 2 SU-33s.
Oh. Well, there you go. I've identified the target, the black wiggly thing.
Actually, I don't know. Is that looks more like a ground? That could be the mountain in front of us.
We are consummate professionals here on Citizen Gamer.
There's the WCS mode. You probably want that in like Pulse or something.
Yeah, well, I need the WWJD mode.
I'm watching the stream, so you have like 7 buttons. And on the right side of those buttons, because there's 2, one's like radar, and there should be like a pulse radar. It's on that right panel, just to the right of that little radar screen. Mm-hmm. And one of them is like a pulse Doppler or pulse radar, and if you click that in, you'll get a better radar display.
I have no idea.
I think that black wiggly thing is the ground. Oh, you know what it could be? It could be a whole crap load of ground troops off on the left side of the plane.
Yeah.
I mean, we can go and attack them, but we probably just get blown up by stingers.
Yeah, it's not. Let's see here. Check the chat real quick here.
You know what I probably should do? I should probably turn the missiles on.
Yeah, that would help. Okay.
And go into air-to-air mode.
That would help too.
I mean, not that it's going to matter.
If I'm going to run space, I'd make my countermeasures spell out. I've got dash cam. They leave me alone. Be cool security change based on NPC security patrols. Yeah. Next time I get a computer set up, I'm not getting an ultra wide with then I have the text like way over there. I have to look over the reading people's words, and then I come back here to look at the game. Maybe my sensitivity is a bit high too. Subscriber cost just to cover the cost of free customization. You know, that's another thing too. Yeah, that would be a reward for subscribers, right? Customizations, absolutely. That's a very good point. Allowing free paint job changes on ships if you've got a subscription. That's a wonderful one. I think that would be like, and that's something ESO does actually. Elder Scrolls On. They give you you can, and it's an odd thing. I'm bringing this up again, but basically, if you have a subscription, you can you can paint these outfits that normally you can't, and so you can customize the colors. That's actually a very good point. Customizations, at least paint wise, being able to choose them at a whim. If you've got a subscription, that would be a good one. That would be a sub-worthy one. We are not going to attack the Black Wiggly thing because, you know, I don't even know what it is. It could be a UFO.
It's probably the ground because of
Also, you are now at the
noise.
same skill level as a cat from Red Dwarf. This is, yeah, that's true. Just gonna focus on the wiggly thing. I don't really fly back here. I have no idea. I have no earthly idea what I'm doing back here. I know. I think if I pull this switch right here, I think this is the eject. So yeah.
And he doesn't even listen to me and try and change from radar to pulse Doppler.
Where's the
It's to the right of the little visual scope screen. There's like 7 buttons. If you zoom in on them, there's one of them that's like PRD or something. I can tell you as soon as you zoom in because I'm watching the stream.
I have radar, I have IR. Oh, pulse.
WCS mode should be under those.
All the things.
Do we need to turn the lights on in the cockpit? Is this the lights? Is this lights?
Somewhere out there, some real real world F-14 pilot is gonna see this years later and is gonna go. He's gonna just have his head right in his hands. He's gonna be crying.
There you go. That's the one. Pulse Doppler search. Oh no, they're off it now.
Okay, I got it. Pulse Doppler search radar. All right.
But it's not gonna matter. We've been found.
Yeah.
I don't know where they are.
Well, it says bearing 049. You can always run. You know, you don't have to charge directly into battle every single time.
Well, I don't even know where they are.
Heading 049.
Yeah, okay, I don't see them visually.
Oh yeah. Well, you couldn't. There's one 20 miles and 60 something miles. How are you gonna see them visually?
All right. Whoops.
Whoa. Yeah, you kind of went by over your AOA there.
Nah, it's fine.
Goodness gravy. You also this. Okay, there we go. So yeah. Paint jobs would be fine. LTI tokens, I think, would be fine. I hate the rec point thing.
There they are. What is that? 3 o'clock.
Oh yeah. Yeah, definitely. Oh. Okay, yeah. Oh. Okay, I think that missile's gonna hit the mountain. You stay low anyway. I think you broke the lock. There comes their missile. Brake right. Good. Go straight. Oh, don't turn into the missile. Flare. What was that?
I don't know. Sounds like our engine exploded. Yep, we're dead.
So let's glide. You want to glide it in? I think we can. I think we can do it. It's a challenge.
I got no hydraulic.
Oh, okay. Here.
Yeah, that's what happens on the. Yeah, eject a strain to the mountain. That's a good idea.
I'm a bastard.
Did we get hit by the missile? What happened?
I have no idea.
Just all of a sudden, everything just shut off.
I have no idea. All right. Enough of this. It's time for me to get in the cockpit. So you want to go ahead and spool up the let me spool up the guns only dogfight?
Yeah, sure. Why not? I guess.
All right. So I need to do. Is it briefing? No, that's not it. No. And change mission.
It popped right above us.
And guns only do that. No, that's 4 on 4. Hold on. Where's my mission?
Is it on?
I got it.
Okay.
All right, it's gonna load here. All right, feet back on the stuff. Missile pop right above you. Yeah. Yeah, no doubt.
Popped the countermeasures too early, or too late, rather.
There we go. Make sure my throttle's not to 0 because this is an air start.
It's fine. You have plenty of time to
Yeah,
throttle back up.
it's fine. Let's do a quick battle or whatnot and not bore you guys too much more because I think I talked about all the stuff about Star Citizen I want to talk about, and I don't want to stretch out the stream just to stretch it out. But, you know, if you got comments or questions, you're welcome to put them there. Well, I won't be able to read them because I'm going to be getting shot at. All right. So
Yeah.
there we go. Drawing in graphics.
They're graphical.
All right, so let's see. Is air to air selected? It is not. All right, let me know when you're loaded in.
It's still buffering textures.
All right. I think the missile hit your flare, but the flare was a couple feet away. Yeah, it's probably true. That's probably what happened.
Did countermeasures way too late.
Yeah. Fortunately, we won't be dealing with that here.
All right, looks like I'm good.
All right, so guys, look around here. Pause. And all right, it's already on air to air. Turn. Was the guns already on? Yeah, the guns. Okay. All right. And then recenter because I'm pretty sure I'm off center. Or not. Now there's 2 Su-33s out here, and it's just guns only because
33s or 27s?
maybe I think 33s. I don't know. I think 33s.
Oh, I got nails on our nose. 12 o'clock. Friendly. F-14. 5 o'clock.
Yeah, with medical coming out at 3.7, they're going to have to adjust damage. They talked about how armor was going to be, like body armor was going to take more localized damage to the armor itself, and you know your limbs and things like. I don't know. I think that whole system, including getting people basically, being able to drag your friends to safety and whatnot, all that's got to come online. You know what? It would help if I turn my gun on. There we go. It's good time.
Yeah, that usually is a good idea.
It's a fantastic idea. It will make me the ace of the skies. Never mind. I just got shot by something. What hit me? We haven't even come up on the enemies yet. My wing just fell off. What? What?
What'd you do?
I was flying straight, and then my wing fell off.
You weren't flying straight enough, apparently.
Really not.
You know what? You probably yawed or something.
I was flying.
Yawed.
I don't know. Anyway, you may want to turn around and.
Nails on our nose.
That was insane. I was like, okay, I'm going straight. Okay, there goes the wing.
That's fine. I'll just fight both of them by myself.
Yeah, you can do it.
We have a bandit, draw 300, 16 miles.
That didn't make any sense whatsoever.
We got nails, 1 o'clock.
Okay, guns are on again.
Party time.
Ammunition disguise immediately dies. Exactly. I don't even know what I did there, Daiva. I was just flying and the wing fell off. I mean, how can I help the fact that my ground crew sucks? How is that my fault? Someone explain that to me.
Angels 12.
It just doesn't make sense to me that can happen like that. All right.
Bandit, flanker, 12 o'clock, 5 miles. Watch it, friendly.
All right. I'm gonna go after the one that's after you.
Bogey, F-14, 12 o'clock.
So I'm just gonna push it. I'm gonna blast right past this guy.
You can hit the brakes and fly right by?
No. Why am I targeting? There he goes. Okay, I'm ignoring him.
6 o'clock. Bogey, SU-27, 12 o'clock, 3 miles.
Yeah, I think Gunnicle gameplay,
6 o'clock.
other than like,
12 o'clock.
you know, sticking a pen in your arm.
8 o'clock.
I have to show you the
Shoot him!
Ace Medical from Arma.
Why is that
You
Mike?
can get an idea
12
of
o'clock.
some decent medical gameplay.
The guy's like, shoot him! Like, he's 2.5 kilometers away. What are you talking about?
Because he thinks you
12
have
o'clock.
missiles.
Well, he's wrong.
9 o'clock low. 12 o'clock. 6 o'clock. 12 o'clock low. 12 o'clock high. 12 o'clock, 12 o'clock. 1 o'clock. 6 o'clock low.
Come on. Come on. Look at the wrong crosshair.
7 o'clock low. Right
I gotta adjust the curve on my roll. It's still not right.
12 o'clock.
The roll is still too tight, too sensitive.
12 o'clock.
It's been I think this is the same curve I had when I was using the
Bandit is down.
T-16,000. And I think
On a 6.
you got him.
Angry now.
Yep.
Good job. But this Gunfighter Pro is a lot more sensitive.
We're on a 6. Be angry now. Three o'clock high.
Well, I hit him.
But did you kill him?
Well, he's
2
still
o'clock.
airborne, but I think he's done.
Come on.
Yeah, no
show
magic
some of
health
that
potion
pilot
injections.
shit.
Let's just play with him a little bit here.
Giggity.
Giggity. All right. Yeah, he's. This plane. I think this is might be the only plane that's got the model jet wash. I don't like how that HUD is always like right in your face. Woo! Look at that.
2 o'clock low.
What, you want to shoot me? You want to shoot me? Just watch, I fly in front of him and
He's
the
on
thing.
a 6.
He's under 6. He's a dead plane. He's just flying around.
Shit, he's on a 6.
And then the Arma hate begins in chat.
Oh yeah, did you see that there's new Arma expansion coming out where you're fighting your aliens? Dude,
Yeah.
I know we did the Arma series, but I'm so tempted to do that as a live stream or just do the
It's not gonna be multiplayer though.
Oh really?
Yeah.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Who wouldn't want to fight aliens and Arma together with your best bud? I mean, it's just like that's Men in Black.
8 o'clock low.
Well, Men in Green. My point still stands. I just wondered, this guy, I think he's gonna try to land. I think he's
3 o'clock low.
I think he's just trying to disengage. You're welcome to finish him off if you want. I was just I was wanting to see if he was gonna crash or not.
8 o'clock low.
Yeah, take that.
Did you hit him? Did you run into him?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Going down.
Yeah, he's going down.
You better be going down.
You just I guess technically you hit him with a missile.
Yeah, me and guns probably.
Wow. Wow. All right. Let's see here. Let me set on autopilot.
It's so loud.
Yeah, my role is okay. Oh yeah, that's a good point. I'm thinking about it right now. Okay, I talk about this a lot. Rotational acceleration, like, and since we're playing a flight sim game, it seems like a good throttle up a little bit. So I don't. A good time to point out, like, role in Star Citizen is very much like it's very much there's no, like, if you watch the roll here when I let go of the stick. Okay, it doesn't instantly stop. Okay, it doesn't snap. It doesn't have the there's even a wind up when I start turning. You can see it. There's like it has to get the acceleration on it, and that's that smoothness, that level of jerk that keeps things usable for stick users and whatnot. I'm going to go one direction, and now I got to go another. Actually, that's surpassing my AOA. And the AOA indicator, right, by the way, if you didn't know, it's right here. If you go past that solid white line, you start actually stalling out. So you want that's the AOA indicator. Anyway, so your plane starts to shake as you get close to the AOA. All right, so basically, even when you watch, and I understand the atmospheric isn't fully implemented, but when you watch the planes or the ships in Star Citizen yaw, they yaw right now a ridiculous amount. Like here, I'm going to push the pedal all the way to the left, right, and I'm counting by pushing to the right. That's it. And the plane doesn't like it. It doesn't like being flown like that. You feel a lot more. And rudder has uses for certain kinds of maneuvers. The way that the plane flies in particular. But yeah, lightning is an innovator when it comes to creative enemy destruction. Does that
what it was is I was coming in way too fast. Is what it really was.
Don't ruin my story. I'm trying to make you sound good, look good, not taste good. I don't know. Anyway, there's an airport runner somewhere.
Yeah, you can probably hit F10 and then it'll just tell you where it is.
I want to find it the old-fashioned way by running out of fuel and landing somewhere. Yeah. I mean, tailfin. Yeah, I get that now. But I mean, just things that when you come from like atmospheric flight games and space, but when you're talking about the atmospheric element, it feels odd. The ships, like the way that they yaw, that they do and stuff. Like you shouldn't be focused. You should be, this pitch and roll, and which is what even Chris Roberts talked about. Like when he did that one of the videos, like he wants to see more pitch and roll focus. But I'm not seeing enough differentiation between the value of yaw and the value of pitch on a lot of ships to really to weight it in the direction that he was talking about. So I still see that in a lot of regards when you're flying that yaw is still the preferred way, as opposed to pitch and roll. So remember them saying that the bottom thrusters were going to be significantly stronger due to the fact that they were also doubling as VTOL for ships. And in that regards, if they considered it that way, like they're larger, they're bigger, or whatever the case may be, then the ones extending in the other directions wouldn't be as strong and or powerful or as enduring. So they wouldn't have the same kind of force. So pulling up would be preferential. Yeah, I hope to see pitch and roll heavy flight, but and I like the heat mechanic because it does actually balance off with the fact that a ship that can fly into space would not stall.
You may be right next to an airport, possibly between two airports even.
I am. You should just jump in the back.
No, that's not what's going to happen.
Oh, you're coming after me? That's rude.
I'm coming towards you, yes.
Okay, as long as it's not towards, not after. All right, so somebody said something left. Oh, heck with it. Okay. Yeah. Okay, I guess you're right. Yeah, airport right there. Anyway, yeah, I would expect. Obviously, I expect things to fly differently in space than in atmosphere. Absolutely. I would. You should be able to yaw freely in space and things like that. What? Oh, I blacked out. I was like, what? I was like, wait, my screen went black. I thought the game crashed. Like, nope, nope, nope. I blacked out for some reason. That was pretty sudden, actually. But there we go.
Realistically, speaking,
Yeah,
if you start doing crazy maneuvers, you're
absolutely. I absolutely agree with you. The yaw is treated sometimes even on the forums. People discuss it like it's the holy grail of maneuvering.
There's the airport.
Yeah, they treat it like, well, if you do it this way, you won't black out. You're right, but there's other things that can happen. Like, I don't know, your head snapping, your back, your organs getting damaged. You get blurry vision going laterally, I believe. How about getting smashed against the side of the cockpit? Basic things. So, yeah, lateral is often treated by some on the forums as this holy grail of maneuvering, and it's just like, no.
Where are you?
I'm circling around.
Okay. Oh, there you are.
There we go. I have feet placed wrong. Actually, I think my chair went to the left. That's why I'm trying to push the pedals. I realize I'm pushing on the middle of the pedal, or something like that, roughly.
Yeah, it probably doesn't work.
No, it really doesn't. I see. This is why I want that promotion at my job so I can get that. I can do it right now. I'm just being cheap. Let's just come down. I'm being cheap. I've got like tons of money put aside. I'm just cheap. So, I'm just trying to be as I don't know. I want an actual flight desk, but I also don't know. I've looked at several different brands and whatnot, and I'm not very handy for building things, so it's just.
There is a friendly F-14, 3 o'clock high, 4 miles.
Oh, there you are.
Yep, I'm on your right side.
Yeah.
Hi.
Yeah, my Jester told me you were over there.
Yep, Jester is correct.
All right, I've lost track of the airport again.
It's in front of you on the left. You might be going too far to the left. It's hard to tell from here.
Yeah.
It's basically right in the middle of that town.
Oh, that's great. If I miss, I can hit a building.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, the whole ship's
I think you're
parking.
too far to the left.
Yeah. Oh, right now I'm just trying to visually locate it. After that, I will gladly. Oh, wait a minute. Can I even land on a runway like that? That's like a kind of runway you put a Cessna on.
It's fine, probably.
I guess we could try. Slow my hookers and blow habit, and I'll be fine. Well, come on. I mean, let's be reasonable about this. It's important that you can't just ignore your needs.
Jarvis is a man of many needs.
Yeah, I know that Blofeld about the flight desk. I am very careful. That's why I haven't bought one yet. I see a lot of them, and I look at them and I'm like, it looks okay, but like the construction like has me like going. Plus, honestly, I might be moving to out of state or something within a year, and I hate to get everything set up when I'm not finally like in a location where I'm going to be for a while. You know what a pain moving is. Breaking down something like that. It's not. This is why the good old handy dandy press board Walmart POS desk has stayed with me for 20-something years. Because you know what? It was $50.
It works.
It works. It's never let me down, and it's easy to pack. And boxes go under it when you throw it in a moving truck. So and on them too. So yes, never doubt the power of the POS $50 Walmart craft desk.
This thing has brakes, doesn't it?
Yes.
Okay.
You're going for it?
Yeah, sure, why not? Just because I'm not at all lined up at all doesn't mean I can't go for it.
All right, let's put the gear down.
What? Gear? What's that?
Yeah, what's that? MHE, if you're Lex, if you're watching this, I do apologize. I'm sorry I've let you down. You can disown me now.
Watch out for the trees right at the start of the runway.
Oh, that's a great place for trees.
It actually is, really.
All right. Let's get this plane down on the ground. We'll wrap everything up. Because I got to go to work again tonight. I'm working a 9-day stretch, working about 11 to 12 hours a day. Which is like awesome. Because who needs a life anyway?
Just don't crash into me.
Well, it depends. Are you going to be on the runway when I land?
Hopefully not.
Okay.
Depends on how fast you're coming in. If you're coming in at Mach 1, then yeah, I'll still be on the runway.
Now, I'm trying to... Probably should have set to landing as opposed to...
I was in air-to-air mode as well.
Yeah, I was like, that would have been good to have my indicator, but you know what? I'm not letting go of the controls now.
It's fine.
It's perfectly fine. It's perfectly fine. Everything is fine here. How are you?
Yeah, that's kind of one of the things. It's easier to do a live stream when you have multiple people because then someone else can be talking while someone's reading. But neither of us are like super chatty people, so like
Yeah.
filling the dead space. Try not to crash into me, okay? You're getting awfully close here. Sometimes it's not easy just to be like, what should we talk about? Oh, I don't know. And then when there's not much going on in chat, it makes it hard to. What? Why don't I have nose wheel steering? There we go. Oh God! As I'm turning, you fly right by.
Oh my gosh. There we go. You know what? I'll take it. I saw that. You like spun out back there.
Well, I was trying to turn, and I had to turn my nose gear on. So that actually probably saved me because otherwise I would have turned right into your path.
Wow.
Crazy driver.
All right, let's pull those wings back. Yes, you can manually control the wings. For landing, it's good to stow them away. All right, well, I managed to land, which is great because I would hate to end on a massively embarrassing note.
Or start on a massively embarrassing note.
Yeah, that would
fall into the ocean.
Yeah, that would have been bad. But yeah, actually, I'm more like working like closer to say 8 to 7, and because of where I work, sometimes I actually end up staying to like 8. So it varies, but 8 to 8 or 8 to 7 overnight. So it is what it is. But I gotta get ready and get everything put together. So you know how it is. Anyway, guys, thanks for just hanging out. You know, I know these aren't the. I don't know what these are. I'm not a streamer. I guess technically now I am. Anyway, so
you've streamed a couple of times. I think you're technically a live streamer now.
I'm technically a live streamer now. So anyway, as always, you know, you're welcome to join our Discord. You're welcome to, you know, leave comments on this video if you're watching this afterwards, whatever. But anyway, guys, so thanks for dropping in, talking a little bit, asking some questions. I'm going to check the chat real quick, see if I missed anything. You have a huge solid woodwork office desk, but 1984. Yeah, my brother has one. It's gigantic from like the 70s. And it's big, heavy in wood. You can barely fit underneath it because it's like the leg. I don't know. It's not made for gaming. It's like one of those that barely fits a chair. Oh yeah. Dolly Parton. I definitely know that. My family was big in the country. At least, well, everyone but me. I was in the Metallica, so.
Sorry.
You got it, officer. So, yeah, exactly. So, all right, guys. Well, I think we'll cut it off there because now I'm going to be rambling. So, we'll catch you on the next one, whatever that is. I said there's no blast cast this week because I normally edit tonight, but I'm going to be at work, so I don't get off work till Thursday night.
Oh, good. Someone just fired up a chainsaw.
Oh, good. Yeah, we'll save them from that. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you later.
Bye, everybody.